We have a lot going on in the weeks before Christmas. You might be wondering, how can you do it all and still have a peaceful Christmas? If you're thinking along these lines, there may be something about Advent you've overlooked. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to America Needs Fatima. I'm 𝗥𝗹𝗃𝘆, and if you haven't done so already, click subscribe and also click the notification bell to never miss out on another story of Mary. In this video, we will be going through the next liturgical season and what the message of Fatima is for all of us. Fatima and Advent. That's right, a connection you never thought we would be making. But today we are. 'Tis the season. We've heard it before, but I'll add something. 'Tis the liturgical season. Advent is the liturgical season which precedes Christmas. Advent means in Latin, coming. Guess who is coming? No, not Santa Claus. It's our Lord Jesus Christ, the Incarnation. So what do the apparitions in Fatima and Our Lady's message have to do with Advent? More than anything, during the Fatima apparitions, Our Lady called for conversion. You can see as well as I can that our world has lost a sense of sin. And yet, we still seek peace. The Fatima message emphasizes that peace can only be achieved by converting sinners. If we want to make room for the Prince of Peace this Christmas, we must begin with amending our own life. You may recall that many parishes, my parish especially, host an evening of confession during Advent. This makes sense. Advent is a season of preparation and conversion. Just as we clean and prepare our houses for Christmas during Advent, more importantly, we must clean and prepare our hearts for the coming of the infant Jesus. Imagine if we didn't dust our houses for months. How much dust would build up? It's the same with our souls. All of those unconfessed sins burden our souls and keep us from having a closer union with Jesus. We need the sacramental graces of confession to advance in the spiritual life. Whether we've been neglectful of confession or not, Advent is the perfect time to commit or recommit to receiving the sacrament regularly. Advent is also a season of hope. As Catholics, we prepare to commemorate Christ's birth in a manger in Bethlehem. But then also we prepare for his second coming at the end of the world. You might be thinking, we're neither here nor there. His birth was over 2,000 years ago, and none of us knows when the second coming will happen. What does this tell us? Simply that our hearts and souls must always be ready to receive him. This season of watching is so good for us, especially in our age of instant gratification, where everything is available at our fingertips. Before I go, I want to leave you with some inspiration from John Henry Newman, who talks about this watching. He calls the action of watching the main difference between consistent Christians and inconsistent Christians. He says that to watch is to seek eagerly, untiringly for a coming person or event. There's nothing passive about this watching. It's not just waiting, but there is also an absence of anxiety. There is a steadiness and eagerness in the watching. He also says that to watch is to remember. In the case of our loved ones, it would be remembering special likes or dislikes so we can communicate our love for them. But to watch for Christ is to just ponder his whole life. Sounds a lot like what we should be practicing, especially during Advent. Will we be ready to receive Christ when he comes, or are we too attached to earthly things. Advent is the time to examine our conscience so that we can prepare ourselves to receive Christ at Christmas with peace and not anxiety caused by sin. Remember what Our Lady of Fatima said. Only through conversion will we have true peace. She, more than anyone, wants you to be ready for her Son. Another thing Our Lady wants from us is to say her rosary. It was one of her requests when she appeared at Fatima, and that's the reason we at American Needs Fatima hold public rosary rallies throughout the year. So, if you want to join us and get your free rosary rally kit, click on the link in the description box below and sign up for your free kit. Next week's episode deals in the Fatima Message and climate change. Thanks so much for watching. May God bless you and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. Until next time, see you later.